Hello there. Good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's your Linda here again, bringing you the new episode of Opera Wears. Long time no see, guys, my audience. Since Met Opera is having a break for about the whole February, I just stay home for these days, enjoying my little break. Well, to be honest, initially I did plan to go to several concerts. Uh, an example will be Shostakovich's Lady Macbeth of Must Sing by the BSO Boston Symphony Orchestra and Carnegie Hall, and some other stuff. But eventually I went to none of them because what's better than staying home and watch some Fassbinder's movie and just like give yourself a totally break time. So I went to a musical last night. It is Jelly's last Jam's dress rehearsal. Since I participating in the externship of the NYC New York City Center right now, the tickets is for free. I'm not a musical enthusiastic. To be honest, I only went to a few musicals in my entire life, but Jelly's Last Jam is great, even though I'm really that not into musical. It is still good for me to explore more of my perspective both as a student and an opera podcaster. What else did I do these days? Well, let me think. Okay, so just as every average opera lover, I also enjoy instrumental concerts. So today, there was something interesting happen. I skipped my extra shift and I woke up at 5, went to Carnegie at 6 a.m., 6 in the morning, tried to get a rush ticket for tonight's Rin Chen Lim playing Chopin. One of the Ring Chen Lim is one of the starring young pianists of the day. Also, today is his Carnegie Hall debut, which is a really large thing. And there's something happened. So there's some fight between the people on the line and scalpers, and they called the NYPD and they came. It's just some like negotiation happened, and new scalper cut in front of the line. So unfortunately, even though I woke up at a really early time and I stand in the cold New York air for like 5 hours. If you include the time I spent on subway because I cannot find a seat on subway, that would be 6 hours. My feet is just like frozen after all of that. But I didn't get the ticket. But again, whatever. I do have a positive mindset. My conclusion is deal with whatever situation you are in. Because the most important thing for a living human is to be happy. I'll just wait till April this year, which is just 2 months later, for the recording of Lim playing Chopin out, and I'll just stay home and listen to the recording. Well, compared to like live performance, recording is just so, but enjoy what you have. Okay, time for my dry transaction to our theme today. Matt's 2024 to 2025 season program is out. I actually got some prior information of it. My friend received the annual book yesterday, and she's like, I'm going to fight Peter Gelb. I was like, please calm down. He's probably stronger than what you think because I think he's prepared for people like you to fight him. But she doesn't reveal more detail than, oh my god, new productions, oh my god, random unknown singers. And she's so upset by the program yesterday that causes the only hope of her life became Yun Cheng Lim. And now she's alive again because of Lim's Chopin. Wow, incredible. Lim saved another human. Well, today, when I was looking at the program for the Met, it is actually way more better than what I was expected. Maybe because I literally have no expectation of Peter Gelb and 2024 Met Opera. To be honest, I'm pretty satisfied with the operas they choose. It includes both classical and starring new productions. For example, Grounded, which is which will be the opening opera for 24 to 25 season. I just don't understand why they played La Boheme for 4 or more consecutive seasons. I mean, I'm not too sure if it is more or like less. It's just like, unfortunately, as a normal student without any superpower, I cannot remember the exact opera they play every season. But okay, fine. It's just I might not be interested in going to La Boheme for like 5 seasons in a row. I don't know. So one thing that interests me particularly is the amount of opera they played every season. So from 2021 to 2022 season, which is right after the pandemic, if I remember it correctly, Matt put up 21 operas, and in 2022 to 2023, they put up 23 operas, and that will be the height for the whole 5 year range or 4 year range. Actually, a fun fact, my first opera happened to be in 2023 during the 22 to 23 season. And guess what? It's a new production of the time is Champion. I still don't get why Champion got the Grammar Award for like best opera recording, but like okay, fine. I never trust like this pop award for classical music nor opera. But fine, because there isn't anything wrong with introducing opera to more and broader audience. I mean, it is a way for you to gain audience. So, okay. And for the next season, which is the 24 to 25 season, we have the same amount of operas playing, 18. Okay. As long as the amount is not decreasing every year, I can deal with it. I'm fine with it as an audience. Now I'm going to judge these works one by one. Feel free to skip around if there's a specific word that you are looking for or you are wondering. It is in the order of new production to repertory, and works inside of each genre are in alphabetical order from A to what's the last alphabet? Z. Yeah. Okay. Wait, anyone notice that the sound quality of this podcast actually increased? I got a microphone for like $3, but I ship it all the way from China to here, so it takes me like 2 months. Whatever. Does it sound better or like it sounds even worse? Feel free to send me your opinions on the sound quality, and I'll truly appreciate that. Oh yeah, let's just first start with Verdi's Aida. Well, that will serve for the Mets New Year Eve, but when I was looking at the description, clearly it is a new production, but the only thing appeared to be different is they use projection and animation. I'm kind of curious, like how much of changes will they make about it? So, aren't they just a different staging? But I am excited for Angel Blue to sing Aida, and the conductor, of course, since it is New Year's Eve, it is definitely our Metropolitan Opera's music director, Yannick. To be honest, Yannick is average. Let me say it in a very polite way. Credit for my friend. He said, "We are in the air where conductors are declining." Well, interesting. The other differences I see is that they shortened the opera into 3 hours and 10 minutes with only one intermission. But still, it will be great to see a new production of Aida if only if they didn't do something weird. Okay, moving on. The next opera, the second new production is a Nadamar or like I Nadamar. I'm not too sure about how to pronounce this. So the thing I am curious about is what language will this opera be in, because clearly the main character is Catalan. So will they speak Catalan? Will they use Catalan for this opera? I don't know. But the story seems to be very complex with a lot of plots. And Angel Blue is in this opera again. Well, interesting. And I see a lot of elements in this opera. Looking forward to see it. It will be interesting. The third new production, Antony and Cleopatra. It is John Adams' new stuff. Oh, we're really get a lot of new productions slash new operas this year. This opera is from Shakespeare's work, which I feel great to see it. And John Adams is conducting himself. Whoa, great. This man is like 78 next year. And he can still stand up and conduct. Whoa, great. And Julia Bullock is also back. Well, to be honest, the cast is like, the singers is like mid average, but since it is a new production, I'll be great to see it. Moving on, the another new production, Grounded. I first knew it through New York Times. Yes, Zachary Wolfe again from his article. So Emily D'Angelo attracts me, and also the story is very interesting. I see the elements for a new story. So, and also it will serve as the opening for the 24 to 25 season, which is kind of important. So I am just curious about how the Met will do it, and we'll see. The next one, Salome, yay! An all-time classic. Everyone's favorite Richard Strauss. Yay! Haven't seen it for years. I mean, the conductor is Yannick again. For the singers, I do understand we have to give new singers some opportunity, but this season in Requiem, the young is just so. So I'm curious about how she will handle this role in Salome. Interesting. And especially they put out Salome as a new production. I'm not too sure about how they will do it, but okay, I guess you can try it. The last new production, Moby Dick. Well, I'm afraid to say the second word out. I don't want this to be a restricted podcast. I like Dead Man Walking, but only the libretto part. Jack Cagey, fine. Let's see what you'll do. I don't actually understand the name of the opera. What does Moby Dick mean? I don't know. But from the picture, seems like we're on a ship. And one of the characters' name is Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks need copyright. And I do realize that for now they use the same cast for all performances. That will actually be a great thing because they got more time to be together. They have more tacit understanding of each other. Okay, great. Now we are back to repertories. The first one, I beve di Seviglia. Excuse my Italian pronunciation. I'm really sorry. It's just the barber of Seviglia. This is definitely the one that I'm looking forward to the most. I really can't decide Isabel, Leonard, or a Eagle. Actually, maybe I'll go both. I don't know. Moving on, another repertory. I mean, from now on, they're all repertory. La Boheme. The only reason for me to go is to prove myself that there's no change in those 4 consecutive seasons. I don't really understand why this has been played over and over. Maybe to save budget. Maybe to provide the stage for singers to debut. I don't know, but I don't know. The next one, Las Condes de Hoffmann, the story of Hoffmann. I love Hoffmann's work. I love Offbox of Rita, and this is his last and only opera. Good, good, good. I like Marco Armiliato's conducting style. Pretty yang day. Her voice is a little bit loose for me, but we'll see how she do. The next one, the magic flu. We just don't talk about the magic flu. The reason why I kind of have some sort of bias for the magic flu because it is the opera where parents bring kids in and they take picture of themselves with the Metropolitan Opera chandelier, and that's all for the magic flu. Because it is the holiday presentation, we don't have more expectation of it. We just don't. The next one, La Noche di Figaro. Oh yeah, it's Mozart's most famous work. I mean, besides the Magic Flute. Another woman conductor. A lot of new artists in this opera again. That became a place for new artists right now. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. The next one, The Queen of Spaces. Oh yeah, my man Tchaikovsky. That's what I like about this season. The word choice is really amazing. Everyone is playing all days. I mean, to be honest, Russian is a hard language to study or to sing. So I'm curious about the dialect advisor. I think there will be a lot of work to do for them. I love Tchaikovsky. Please do listen to Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4. It is the most underrated Tchaikovsky symphony work. Personally saying my favorite Tchaikovsky work is Symphony No. 1. And for the opera, I kind of want to see Eugene Ongen for the season after the next season. Moving on, we have Rigoletto. So Nadine Sierra debuted as Cleta in 2015. Okay, great. It is the work I was expected because it's a Verdi's work and it is a very classical opera. Nothing more I can actually talk about. But when I was looking at the description, the stage director is Bartler Shear. According to my understanding, he's the director of 2021's New Year Eve version of Rigoletto. I guess they will do the 2021 version. I am looking forward to see it. The next one, Tosca. Shane John is conducting again. I think this will be better than Madame Butterfly for her, since Madame Butterfly was her mad debut, and this season is her first time working at the Metropolitan Opera, so next season she will basically have more experience than this, even though she conducts China Opera House before in a really young age. But later she turns into orchestral work more. So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to see her. The thing about Tosca next season is that you have to spend double money on Tosca because Xiu Jung Beck and Lisa Davidson, the two singers that I am mostly looking forward to see, one plays in September and October, one plays in November. So if you want to see both of them, you have to pay double money. You have to visit Mel Opera twice. So my friend went to the dress rehearsal for La Flosa di Destiano today, and she said Lisa Davidson is amazing. So I'm really excited to see her play Tosca. The second to last one, Il Trovatore. Excuse my Italian pronunciation again. I mean, it is Verdi's work again. So the conductor is Daniele Calagari. Well, he's Italian, and he conducts Nabucco for this season. And I think his conducting is pretty good. And there's definitely nothing wrong with an Italian conductor conducting an Italian work. Great. And Angelo Made is there for November and December. Cannot wait to see her. And I also noticed that Ryan Spielgren appears in a lot of work in these 2 seasons. I see him a lot. Okay, time for our last work. 第一座被 flu. Oh, I mean, it's just the magic flu. I said no magic flu before, but apparently, I mean, just 5 minutes ago, but apparently this is the 140 minutes full version of the magic flute. Yes, the German pronunciation. Um, Catherine Luwak plays the Queen of Night every year. Well, I see the expertise, I guess. According to Wikipedia, everyone's favorite source, she is holding the record for most performance in the role at the Met Opera. To be honest, her singing is pretty average, but since she played the role probably more than 100 times, not, no one is actually better than her because there's nothing wrong for you to choose her. And that's probably all of my judgments and prediction of the Met Opera's 24 to 25 season. I might be wrong because there are at least 7 months till the start of the 24 to 25 season. Don't quote me on anything I said today. It is just if you're buying the ticket, if you're subscribing to the Met Opera right now, I hope I can provide some valuable voices for you. And if you have any opposite perspective on anything I said, feel free to correct me or say something back to me through email. So, like before, if you have any question, comments, or just want to say something to me, please just email me. My email is alindatang@gmail.com. It is AULINDATANG@gmail.com. If you don't have any question, then see you in my next episode. It will definitely be about La Flor di Destiano. Yay! Birdie! Yay! Okay, if you didn't leave right now, I forgot to say something at the beginning of this episode. So I was actually reading 2 books about opera these days. I mean, one is not that about opera. During this 1 month break, I finished Philip Glass' autobiography, Words Without Music, and I'm currently reading the romance My Life with Wagner. Both of them are really great books that I do want to recommend. If you have free time and some desire to read, please do read it. It is really great works. And especially Tillman's My Life with Wagner. It did help me with my understanding of Wagner's work and provides a clear timeline for the historical events. It is kind of like an encyclopedia for Wagner. You really got to know everything, every single history events about Wagner. If you have time, please just read it. Alright, I finished everything that I want to say. So, thank you so much for supporting me to listen to this podcast. And see you in my next episode. I'll be back to my 1 episode per week schedule. Yay! Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.